The Malcolm X Academy, also the Charles Beasley Center, is a program created by the Community Movement Builders, which is a national organization dedicated, to improving the lives of Black people nationally. However, this is the chair of the Dallas chapter right here. And what we do here specifically is we run a after school program for the youth. We have a community garden in the front and in the back of the property. And we host, various events. We recently had a Father's Day event, just took kids to the zoo, Fort Worth Zoo yesterday. And so we do various different things here. This is a community resource, a community center right here in Highland Hills. And pretty much, man, it's just dedicated to improving the lives of Black people right here in Highland Hills, man. So that's what we're doing here. We plan to have other programs in the future. We also do pass out Narcan, diapers, and other resources and necessities all over the neighborhood. We do it in the pinks, namely a lot, been doing it in the greens as well for years. But that's pretty much what we do. We're looking to be a resource for our people in the city.
Go ahead and share that story with us and share how it affects you, bro.
So what happened was we went to the Pink's apartments to conduct interviews like we've been doing the past few days. We even conducted interviews earlier that day, giving the people a voice, you know what I'm saying, allowing them to, address whatever they want to address, and also while letting them know what we do at the same time. We got invited back after somebody we interviewed a few days prior invited us back, to interview them that night. So, man, we pulled up back to the Pinks right outside the gate on the left-hand side, and not even 10, 12 seconds after we pull up, we drive into a gun battle. I only seen, some young cats at the end of the street, towards the end of the street, in front of us, and dressed in black, things of that nature. And that's what I seen. However, when they started shooting, I ducked inside the vehicle. My comrade here was outside the vehicle, so was my other friend. And then so, we're taking cover. These brothers are, doing whatever they doing. I'm taking cover. We finally all get in the vehicle and we pretty much peel out. The band. Out, out. Come on. But prior to that, man, I'm hearing the bullets hit my car. You know what I'm saying? At least 5 of them. I'm hearing it. So, it just got really real, man. It sounded like a real war, So that was just really eye-opening to see. I guess the way it affected me, it just, motivates me to, take this stuff more serious and just move a certain way and just try to, increase membership and what we got going on, because it's a strong necessity for this. So, however, it's just unfortunate to pretty much see these individuals who are doing this, and it's like, man, they look like kids that still got baby fat, you know what I'm saying, on their face, and stuff like that, man. So it's just really unfortunate, to see who's doing it and what we're doing to each other. And it just affects me in a way that motivates me to want to do more and, figure out the answers to solve our issues, namely, the violence we seek on each other, especially and even in our youth, you know what I mean, in our young ages. But yeah, that's what I would say.
Um, I want to know more about the actual patrols.
Mm-hmm.
What does it look like? How do you do it? Where do you go? And I want to know about the garden, bro.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Well, so in terms of the patrol, CES Community Engagement Specialist, this is a program we have been doing under that name since about 2019. We first initially started in the Greens. However, we have comrades that have been doing this in other apartments for years before. But, I started in the Greens. It was murders, man, every 2 weeks, like clockwork. We came in, we addressed the crime and things of that nature, just building a rapport and getting an understanding with the people, you know what I'm saying? That's pretty much was our mission. They tried, we got tried a few times, but, I think they respected the fact that, if it was a shooting, or if they were shooting in the air, shooting at somebody, we would pull up, you know what I'm saying? And we address it, you know what I'm saying? We saying like, what's up? Everybody good, you know what I'm saying? And not in a way to, chastise, but just to let y'all know that, like, man, we here. You know what I'm saying? Like, a few gunshots ain't finna scare us away. We even got shot at, you know what I'm saying, in the Greens, you feel me? But anyway, so it's just, we just, I feel like in that community at that time, we gained respect by really being consistent, addressing going to the violence, and not backing down, and also showing the community that we were not a police organization as well. We're not the ones that's finna call the police on you or take you to jail, unless you're doing something like, completely unforgivable. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, most things we're not finna do that. But as far as right now, fast forward 2025, we're back in the neighborhood around Jay and Irvin, Loud Street, Basswood, Black Oak, Castle Hill, surrounding neighborhoods, loving good. We're here patrolling in the community. We have various responses. We've also been in the pinks, doing things. We've been in 5 Mile patrolling as well. So we're all around. I wish we could cover even wider area. However, that's what we're doing right now, man. And our goal is to reduce violent crime, to prevent it, you know what I'm saying, before it happens. I think the police show up after things have already transpired. We want it to not happen in general. We feel like being black men and even black women, but being a strong black man and being that visual, we could, deter a lot of negativity that goes on in our community by just being present.
And tell us a little bit about the garden. I see y'all got a lot of growth going on back there.
Mm-hmm.
And, everybody know you as the health guru and everything.
Yeah.
So, tell us a little bit about the garden.
Yeah, man. So like I said, man, CNB also has a community garden, which, we build foster community and, just connection to the earth. We really think that's important, even through, they might see the militant side of what we got going on, but we are also just, holistic, man. We really believe in working with the earth. Shout out to Yamisi. She is a member of CNB that has been very instrumental in putting this community garden together, being very hands-on with it. We've had the honor, me and my comrades, to, pretty much nurture the garden, keep watering and keeping it alive. And now we have watermelons going, yellow watermelons, orange watermelons, squash, a basil, oregano, thyme, you name it, lemongrass, you know what I'm saying? Just a variety of different edible and medicinal plants. And we're going to, pretty much use this to have programs, gardening programs, teaching the youth, teaching elders, and that thing of the, sort to, help them connect with the earth as well. So, that's one of the programs we have as well.
Right on, man. That's what's up. I guess the last thing I can think of is, and forgive the question, okay?
Mm-hmm.
You're doing all this. Y'all are out here. You're making a difference. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
You're gardening. You're patrolling. Is it scary, Brother Sean? Is it frightening? I mean, you've been in a couple of shootouts at this point, and not that people are shooting at you. You're just being caught up because it's what you're doing. That's the point. You're patrolling. And so in doing this work, right, you come across the work. When those moments happen, How you feel, bro?
Well, I just want to be clear. In 2019, we did get shot at, directly. But the other day, we weren't getting shot at. We were just in a crossfire. So they weren't shooting at us while we were patrolling. We was actually getting interviews, just to make that clear. But I wouldn't say it's scary. I think we know what we're doing. We know where we're at. So, we're just very aware. You know what I mean? Everybody, of course, wants to go home. We don't want to kill anybody either. We don't want to harm anybody. We don't even want nobody putting the case on anybody, you know what I'm saying? And altering their life negatively, you know what I'm saying? However, we know that, anything could pretty much happen, you know what I'm saying? So we're not taking that for granted. Even in the shootout, it wasn't more so of me being scared. It was more so that, I was aware. I was trying to be as safe in that situation as I could, as calm, so I could, not overreact, you know what I mean? So I think it's just more, just trying to be prepared and observant and aware in the situation, because we know we in the Highland Hills, people, get killed over here. So, but I don't think we're scared. I feel like if we were scared, nobody would be out here. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's just we're aware. We're aware of what's going on, and that makes us ready for it. You know what I mean? But yeah, it definitely helps to have your brothers with you, your comrades with you, to support. But yeah, I'm more so motivated than I am frightful, because I see the necessity of it. Even when we talk to people and they see us, whether if it's on the patrols or after they seen the video of the patrols and they speak to me, whether if it's rappers or if it's just everyday people or if it's customers or if it's, politicians or, fans or supporters or whatever, whoever it is, man, it's just always like a motivating factor to say, man, yeah, and then to go through a drive-by or go through a shooting or things like that and just to see, yeah, like we really need this, And I think the issue is a lot of people, they try to, be antagonistic or whatever the word is and try to say things like, you've been doing this for so long, is it working? Do you think it's working? Or, and I would just say, man, like I said previously, it's about us as a community doing it. We can't all sit here and say, point fingers at what's wrong, but none of us is stepping to the forefront and to the plate of the change and what's wrong. You know what I'm saying? We can complain and talk about it all day, but a few of us are doing the walk, and that's the difference. You know what I'm saying? If y'all joined us, and even if you didn't agree with this aspect of it, you know what I'm saying? Still do your own thing, create your own ecosystem, but definitely be the change that you want to see in your neighborhood. That's what I say to the people.
Salute. Salute. You're talking directly to the people that you're trying to reach. What do you need them to do to get involved with the movement? How do they do it?
I would say, definitely first off, support financially. You know what I'm saying? Figure out how you could donate. You know what I'm saying? If you're here, if you want to be, everybody doesn't want to be on front lines. You know what I'm saying? So, but if you want to do that, we got space for you too. So just, tap in and see how you can add value to what we got going on. Lead with that. And I would say, that's what it is. We definitely need people to also help with the, the diaper drives, the passing out of foods. We need people to help with resources, to help give contributions so we can get scale our giveaways and our donations in our program. So, financial donations, volunteering, and, being a part of what we got going on.